Hello and welcome to another edition of Math Teacher to Go. This is part 3 of graphing polynomials from factored form. This equation looks awful to graph, but it's really not that bad. It's very similar to what we had before in parts 1 and 2, but I've put a negative in front here, and this is now squared, this is cubed, and this is squared like it was in example 2. The degree of this polynomial is 8. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. If I multiplied all the x's out, foiled everything, cubed this, foiled that, multiplied by that, I would get x to the 8th. I would get negative 2x to the 8th if I multiplied by that. It's an even with a negative leading coefficient. That means the ends behave like the ends of negative x squared. Down to the left and down to the right. So once again, I graph my zeros. 1, 2, 3. I just put x's or little marks on the x-axis where the graph crosses 0. Negative 3, 8 is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get the negative 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And negative 7. That's negative 3, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? My left end is at the negative 7. I go down from the left. My right end is at the 8. I go down from the right according to my leading coefficient test for my end behavior. Now, this 8 occurs twice. I touch the axis here. This negative 3 is a root that's repeated 3 times. I cross. 4 occurs twice, so I just touch. Negative 7 occurs once, so I cross. 1 is an odd number, so I cross. Anytime you have a root occurring an even number of times, you just touch and turn around. Because when I pass from 3, like from 3.5 to 4.5 here, 3.5 minus 4 is a negative number, and I square it, and I get a positive. Well, 4.5 minus 4 is a negative number, and I square it, and I get a positive. Which side of 4 I'm on has no effect on the sign of the overall function. Now, the cubed isn't really noticeable when you're sketching graphs like this. The function has a habit of like flattening out at multiple roots, but we're not going to worry about that. What we do know is it does cross at negative 3. So, my first root I encounter coming from the left is negative 7. I look at negative 7, I cross the axis there. I go up and I cross at negative 3, which is my next one. Now I come back and I touch at 4, and I come back and I touch again at 8 and go down, and my end behavior matches. I do not cross the axis there. This is a very rough sketch of the shape of this. But I can tell you from the sketch that the only place this is positive is from negative 7 to negative 3. I hope this helps you, and looking forward to the next edition of Math Teacher to Go. Good night.